these men announced to us that Prabhupada has left and is never coming back. We've offended him. The mood was chaos.
And they also said, unless we could chant purely, we shouldn't chant at all. We would be offenders to the holy name. And this was a new idea, because Srila Prabhupada taught us that we become purified by chanting, that there's a clearing stage, and you know, you won't be chanting, but you do it and you become purified by doing it. And this was devastating news to me personally and to everyone. Its atmosphere of total depressive devastation took over everyone, and everyone was like wailing and weeping and thinking we were all going to have to leave Prabhupada because we couldn't chant purely. You know, I mean, it really like cast a spell on everybody.
I remember at the time when I would listen to them, they wouldn't make any sense to me. I was 28 years old in 1970. And I would listen to them, they wouldn't make any sense. But I knew Prabhupada, I hadn't met him, but I knew he had something. So I would go in front of this very primitive altar that they had, and on the lower step they had Prabhupada's picture. And I would sit in front of his picture and I would cry. And I would talk to Prabhupada. I say, Prabhupada, when would these kids grow up? Why don't you come and help? I mean, I would never get angry at them. I would feel like they were innocent. They were wonderful, they were sincere, they were genuine, they were beautiful, but they were childish.
And Srila Prabhupada had just formed the GBC that summer, and their first act, as far as I'm aware, is to consult Prabhupada about what his new sannyasis are saying. And Prabhupada's response is, I'm paraphrasing, but it's nonsense, it's not true. The spiritual master is not God. The poison here is personal ambition, because if the spiritual master is God, that means you can become God too. So it's Mayavad philosophy. And of course, Prabhupada's books were being consulted by both sides to prove this or that. But Prabhupada responded very strongly, and he expelled them.
And to me, that experience it was like the loss of innocence. The ISKCON movement lost its innocence at that point. Because before that, it was all like innocent and simply Prabhupada. And after that, even though the movement continued and it was wonderful, there was this opening for this Maya, this contamination to enter. So finally, it got philosophically straightened out, and the sannyasis fled. They just like disappeared, I think, in the middle of the night. Nobody knew where they went.
Prabhupada was in Japan at the time, and we had to by letters and so on, so it took time, but basically we were like arrested and put into a van, and Bhagavan drove the van to Detroit.
Everybody was still upset by the whole thing, and I didn't want him talking to any of the devotees. So now that I recall, I locked them in the attic. And we just sent food up there, nobody was allowed to talk to him. And then either I got word from Prabhupada or I just decided to send him out to preach, and they ended up going up to Ann Arbor.
We went out into the street. I had a quarter. That's all I had, was a quarter. And the four of us went walking down the street. We didn't know where to go. We didn't know what to do. I felt very, very disturbed, to be asked to leave devotees, was the most terrible thing. What could be worse? But at the same time, we were forced to take shelter of Prabhupada and Krishna.